Hey everybody, welcome back to this episode of the WhistleStopModels.com 3D printed Nino Tower, crossing gate tower. I gotta be mindful of what I call it. I've always called them crossing towers, but I had somebody beat me up in the comments about it one time, but it'll be okay. So I got the prototype pulled up here. I'm just gonna hold my phone and show you on the computer because I don't feel like editing these photos in because it's kind of pain in the butt going from my laptop to my phone. But there's another photo of it, and I don't really like the colors. So I believe I would probably go with black on the roof, light gray for the sides, dark gray or black for the trim and any trim work in the stairs. And these I-beams here, these steel beams, I'll probably just do black with just a little bit of like a rust color on there. You can see with the locomotive here, it's probably, this tower is very tall. And I talked about this in the first video that it looks tall, but it's prototypically correct. I mean, even if you hold the model up to this photo, I mean, it looks pretty close. I mean, I know that's pretty hinky to do it like this, but it's not that bad. It's not that far off. So this is prototypically correct for the height and the dimensions and everything. This video, I'm just going to paint. I'll bring you back like every couple of minutes for me, but for you, it won't be any time at all. It'll be seamless. I looked at another photo of a Pennsylvania crossing tower. This is a lot smaller, obviously not nearly as high, but I kind of like some of the colors, you know, it used. You can see the brown and the black mixed up here because it's kind of dirty. But, and you can see the concrete down here. And what I think I'll do is just use this as an example to weather the model that I'm working on, and I would just paint different shades of gray, like I said, you know, light gray with dark gray trim and a black roof, and that will match the freight station. And also it'll kind of give it a connection because it's going to be on the same railroad. So let's get painting. Yeah, let's see how this works out. I don't know what I'll paint up here. Maybe I'll go with a tan up or something. There's a lot more like wooden shingle look to this than what I thought. Plus we got the slats here. And let's see, we'll start off with light gray and see what happens. Might not look very good with this since it's gray printed anyway. This might not work out too well. I could have swore I brought my glasses in there. Evidently I did not. It's gray so light you can barely tell the difference between the model and what I'm painting. I don't have a very good setup inside here either. Let's see here. Yeah, it's really kind of hard to tell I'm even doing anything. Get everything situated a little better here. This might take a while. I should probably put a bracket on the wall so I can set the camera up so it shoots down from above. I think that'd be a lot better. I don't think my wife would like having the bracket in here on this wall. Because it's kind of cold out. We got some snow today. So I'm in the house working in my office, which isn't really my office. It's more like a shared space with my wife. Her junk is everywhere, let me tell you. Let's see, here's the door. I think I might paint that a little different color. I don't know. I really like this model though. I did talk to John, and he was talking about redesigning it so the roof could come off to make it easier to get inside to do stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool if he did. But it's still a fine model. If you haven't dealt with any of the 3D printed models, a lot of them are really nice. And I hope this is not the last time I work with John Chase on something, because I really enjoy doing these models, these 3D models. You know, I like building stuff, but at the same time, this takes it takes a whole lot less time to build a really nice model because it just prints out. I mean, who would have thought about something like this years ago? I got some other 3D print projects coming up. I'm working with Eric Ernest on a couple of videos here soon. I got some cars. He's got some stuff. He texted me the other day, said he's got some stuff he's going to send to me. And I got I think a car review I'm going to do for a guy that's in Rayford. That's about an hour and a half from here. And damn it, I've been so clumsy for like the last month. It's really getting old. Really getting old. All right, well, there's no sense in you guys watching me paint, and I'm not gonna bore you to death with this. So I'll paint a little bit, bring you back, and we'll just go through the process because I don't know how long it's gonna take. All right, so I've been painting for like 17 hours now. The gray paint that I use, you can't even hardly tell the difference between that and the model itself. So it might have been a better idea for me just to like shoot this with a dull coat and then come back and paint everything that I did not want to be gray. So you're probably wondering, you know, why I was just talking about using a gray and a dark gray and why I got green. Well, I was going through all my paints and I don't have a dark gray. And my original plan was to paint it green anyway. So I was like, I'll go ahead and do green. And so I got the roof painted, the window frames, the door, and some, I guess some, what's that called? Like some batten siding maybe on the bottom. And I will have to figure out what color I want to paint these little cedar shingle things in there. And I got some silver, so I'll do silver for the exhaust stacker. And let's see, I tell you what, I've probably been painting for about an hour and a half. I think I started about 7:30. No, I started about 6:30. It's about 8 o'clock now. Been painting pretty consistent. So I'm gonna make some pretty quick time here. I'm gonna paint black for a while. I'm gonna do the steps, part of the railings, do these steel beams down here, Now, before, for some reason, I thought that this part was concrete, but it's not. Only this is concrete. This is actually just iron, and that's riveted, and it goes down into the concrete. So I will paint all this black, and then at some point I will weather it as well. Something I didn't talk about earlier was I went through and drilled some holes in the bottom here. You can see them in the corners. And when I mount this on the layout, I use my my stick pins, and I'll put stick pins down there, and the stick pins will hold it in place. So that way there, if I ever hit it, it will just, you know, pull the pins out a little bit. And if I decide to move it in the future or something like that, I don't have to worry about it. So most of my buildings are not glued down. I don't know if people really do that or not, but I'm sure somebody probably has. And I got like the worst lighting in the world back here. You know, I got a light over here. I got a light behind me up on the ceiling. I got this desk lamp here. And it's really difficult for me to see. Hey, check that out. So when I was a kid, I used to walk to that bridge down from my grandparents' house. And we'd fish and jump off of it. But this is a picture of the big boy going across Lake Shelbyville in Illinois, not too far from where I grew up. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let me get back to painting. All right, last video of the night. Literally just been sitting there waiting for paint to dry. I got the steel supports down here painted black, painted a little black on the bottom. Did the sides of the stairs and part of the railings, and them steps are going to take me forever to do, so I'll worry about them tomorrow. I've decided to go with like a brown color. I'll probably mix up something with a little bit of like maybe a brown and a not black, but maybe just like a touch of red. Try to make it look like cedar a little bit up in here. I don't know if you can see those or not. And I'll probably go with a brown down here, brown here, and a darker color here on top of this little deck. Totally not what I started out wanting to do, but I think this is looking pretty good so far. My voice is all raspy. I don't know why. Probably my wife saying I'm snoring at night. I woke up with her hitting me. I was like, what are you hitting me for? She goes, you snoring. That's why I'm laying here awake. What the hell are you talking about? So, so guys, when you just wake up in the middle of the night and you're hurting, or you wake up in the morning and you're hurting, there you go. That's why. Blame your wife. Hey, welcome back. I am painting again, or once again, on this WhistleStopModels.com crossing tower. Goodness. So I was going to do like a cedar type of color with a little bit of red in there, but I couldn't get the red cap or the red lid off my my maroon I was going to use. I just use a whole bunch of Testors paints. They're really simple to use and thin out well, and I couldn't get the cap off, and I guess I'm weak. All that time at the gym is failing me. So I went ahead and did these shingles here with a flat tan, and I like the way they look. So I'm going to do the rest of it here flat tan, and probably, oh, look, I forgot to do some trim work. I got a little more green to do. But I'll do this flat tan and probably some of this down here and maybe this right here. I'm not quite sure what color to do with this or to do on this. I don't think I have any brown, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I'll probably just do silver on this and on the exhaust stacker and everything else. But I'm going to paint a little bit, and then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like and everything. And I really like the way this is turning out. This is going to look really good, even though it's not the colors that I had originally chose and everything. I like how it looks. And then I just got to figure out how to put windows in there, because there's a hole on the bottom, but I don't know if I can get the plastic to go up in there the right way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Might be a different video at a different time, because I'll probably get a little frustrated and not worry about it. All right. All right, so I've been painting for about 20 minutes or so. Got all this down on the bottom painted tan. It looks pretty decent. Went through and painted all the green that I'd missed. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you don't have a steady hand with a brush, or a thin brush, then you're going to have some issues. This is a very tedious paint job. to do. You see I got a lot of black to do. I'm gonna do black last. I should be done with this here in the next 10 minutes or so. Then I'll take it out and, well, I got to paint. I got to mix up a little bit of paint for the concrete down here on the bottom. But other than that, it's just about done. The stairs are going to be the worst part, getting that in there. But I really like it. I think it looks great. I think it's going to look great on the layout. So, check them out. Whistle Stop Models. John Chase. Oh, it's blank on that side. Yeah, I'm liking it. Oh, I think I need to do this again. I probably said this in previous or earlier in the video. I've shot this over like a week or so. But inside this, the soffits down here, I probably need to paint that a different color than black. Maybe I'll do a gray. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it alone. Who knows? We'll see. You'll find out when I find out. All right. I am finished with this model. I really like the way it looks. Concrete on the pads down here is a little dark. But otherwise, I mean, it don't look bad though. Let's go put it on the layout and see what it looks like. All right, so I think I'm gonna put it over here at Howard Street in Apple Creek. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm pretty sure that the color choices that I made are a lot better than the original. It, you know, a little fancy, which, you know, is downtown, so why wouldn't it be? I like it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take it outside. I'm gonna shoot it with some dull coat, seal everything up. And in the next couple of weeks, I'll figure out how to put windows in there, and then I'm gonna call it done. But for right now, this is it. So go check them out. John Chase at whistlestopmodels.com.